What's up, everyone? This is Let's Chat with yours truly. Today I'm here with Outer District from San Francisco. What's up, everyone? Tell us your names.
I'm Gaurav. I play guitar.
I'm Matt. I'm Matt. I play bass and sing.
I'm Felix. I'm the lead guitarist.
My name's Kevin. I play percussion.
All right, I'm glad you guys are
What
here
do you
today.
play, man?
Oh, I play a little bit of bass. Don't even worry about me. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys can make it out today. We just witnessed some goodness back there in the live session. So you guys have been around since 2011. You guys used to be called something about Nesquik. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah. So who wants some Nesquik? Felix and another one of our friends, Ruben. He taught us how to play bass. Taught me how to play bass, and then we started a band from there. Moved on into a band called Who Wants Some Nesquik, and then I met Gaurav at UCSB, and so we just kind of all coalesced along the way and became this band now. And we've been playing as Outer District for a little over a year and a half. So been longtime friends, and now the four of us are together.
So basically, they met in high school and we met in college.
Yeah.
And we've combined the two bands and became Outer District.
That's dope. All right. Well, what are some of your best influences?
I feel like we all have personal favorites, and those kind of come together to create what we sound like. And it varies song to song too. But I like.
We can go around.
Yeah, so I like Bruce Springsteen, Green Day, and Tom Petty. Those are my favorites.
I like a lot of punk, like The Clash, Pistols, Jam, Green Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a lot of pop punk, Newfound Glory, Blink-182. I also like the Menzingers. Metallica, probably one of my biggest influences, one of my favorite bands.
Okay. I'm big into noise and hip hop, so yeah, Death Grips and no. Red Hot Chili Peppers was my influence when I was 14 years old, and then now it's Death Grips and Boris, Japanese noise rock band.
Those are all some dope ass bands. So could you tell me a little bit about Whiskey Cowboy?
Yeah, so Whiskey Cowboy is a little bit about some riots that happened in Isla Vista, because there's this this block party called Deltopia.
Okay.
And in 2014, there was kind of the situation between the student community and the police that led to this situation where there's a huge influx of people coming in to party, and it just turned into this crazy riot with tear gas. And so it was kind of a crazy time, so I wanted to write about it in kind of when you think about like what college is going to be like, what your adulthood's going to be like, it's kind of realizing what it's actually going to be instead of what you're imagining it's going to be when you're a kid. So it's kind of a weird song because it's kind of hard to parse out exactly what it's about, but that's kind of the setting of what I'm singing about in the song.
Okay, for sure.
And we got that name because our drummer at that time misheard the title.
Yeah, so there's...
And he was like, "Is that Whiskey Cowboy? Did you say Whiskey Cowboy?"
So
and
there's
then we
the line,
just stuck with that.
Whiskey and tear gas line, and then he thought, I'm just a whiskey cowboy. That's what he thought I was singing.
Okay.
So
We just named it.
Yeah, because it didn't have a name, so we just went with that. Nate Gangloff.
Happy accident. I like it. We're still around. Dang. All right. So, you guys were like way more active last year. I was checking it out. So summer of 2017, you guys were doing a whole bunch. You guys were on tour. You guys played at SF State's. It was like a late night show, and you released a single. But we haven't heard much from you this year. Summer, you know, it's kind of been. I mean, you've been doing a little. We were at Honey Hive like a month ago, right? Which is cool. But I wanted to know what's the plan for 2018?
I feel like 2017, we were just kind of gelling as a band.
We were all single too.
That makes a
That's
big
the
difference.
Yeah, I feel like we've really been putting in more work recently. Felix is in grad school, so that we're kind of separated week to week. It depends on what our schedules are lining up like, but I feel like we've been taking more time to deliberately do shows that we're like really excited about the lineups and things like that, and just trying to create a good situation. And we're also working on recording right now, so we're working on our first album right now. So that's we're kind of trying to be more work on a bunch of different things instead of just playing shows.
Okay, all right.
But we're still playing shows too. We got one. We got a couple coming up September, October, and next week in Gilroy. So.
Okay, so tell us about. We probably won't be out finished with this video by the Gilroy one, but you said there was one coming up after that.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about that.
September 9th, we're playing at DNA Lounge. That's
End of summer bash.
Yeah, end of summer. Yeah, Felix, you want to tell them about?
Oh yeah, it's the end of summer bash at the DNA Lounge. It's an all ages show, and we're still we just signed on to it, so we don't know what time we're going on exactly, but
From 5 to 9.
yeah, it goes from like 5 to midnight or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there are a bunch of good bands out there.
We're playing at the Lister at SF State, so we're going back to the Lister with a couple bands we're good friends with, Sleep Talkers, and One Arm Joey from Petaluma. So that's going to be a fun one too.
Dope.
That's October 12th, which is a Friday.
Nice. October
Check
12th.
it out. Yeah.
All right. So you said you're working on an album. Do we have a name yet?
Yes. Emergency Beach.
Emergency Beach?
Yes.
All right. I fuck with that. What's gonna be? What can we get hyped for about that album?
It's kind of an interesting place to start because we've had a lot of conversations about like kind of the style of music that we're doing, and it's a little more like we've got Kevin's songs, which are a little more intense in a punk kind of way, and then mine are a little more laid back and subdued, but still kind of rock influenced. So this first album is kind of an interesting mix of like indie rock and just kind of alternative rock and a little singer-songwritery influence, like almost not quite country, but like acoustic type artists like Jason Isbell, Ryan Adams, people like that.
Okay.
And they're one of our older songs too.
Okay.
Like the songs you wrote in high school. And stuff.
Okay.
So these songs are kind of a collection of like probably the best of what we've been working on over the past since Who Wants Some Nesquik, basically. It's All Right, 1982. A bunch of those songs are from high school, and then Whiskey Cowboys from college, and we have a couple more recent. So it's almost like a collection of just like a super long period of time, of like 7 or 8 years.
And I think we have 2 songs by Kevin too. I don't know if you want to.
Oh yeah, sure. The best, it's sonically nowhere close, but the best comparison I can make is kind of like, if you ever heard of Animal Collective, they're not. We don't sound like Animal Collective at all, but they have the AV Terror is the main songwriter, and then their drummer Panda Bear throws like maybe 20% of the album is his stuff. So that's how.
You're our pen.
Yeah, so that's how I feel like I'm the Panda Bear of this band. Like I have, so my 2 songs are Retainer and the one you watch, Helicopter, which I think are the most, like out of the songs that I've written, they're the most that fit the best with what we have done and what Matt has written as well, because it has that intensity, but it also has that catchiness, and the lyrics are personal. Retainer itself is about my struggles with addiction, and Helicopter itself is much more about really my interpersonal struggles. So definitely a lot of emotion in those songs, just like there's a lot of emotion in Matt's songs.
Sounds like we got a lot to look forward to. Do we have like an expected time when that's gonna come out?
I'm thinking like probably early next year is my guess. We're finishing up the first batch of songs right now, and we're almost done. We just have vocals on a couple more of the first 5, and then we're gonna do another 5. So that's we'll see how long that takes. But
all right, great.
We want to make sure it's something people are gonna enjoy listening to, so we're taking our time on that.
Can't wait to hear it. All right, so Outer District with Paperhouse. Check them out on Spotify. Can't wait for the new album, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.